Hi, everybody. My name is Cole, and I wanted to talk today about names. So, I think generally what caused me to want to talk about this today is went to the holiday gas station and I remembered the cashier's name, and really I think it's important because it creates a connection. When you use somebody's name, you recognize the person in them. It's the person in you recognizing the person in them. And not only does it leave a lasting impression and cause the other person to like you more if you use their name, and especially if you remember their name, but if you it kind of excites you a little bit more because you know something so personal about that person, and it's an instant way to connect with somebody is learning their name and remembering their name. If you think about it, we're always thinking about ourselves, right? In our minds, it's kind of like, I am this way, I am so-and-so, I am blah, 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 I am a person who likes. And so when somebody uses our name, like if they say, how's it going, Cole? Or how's it going, Bob? Or Robert. If you use their full name instead of like a shortened name or a nickname, I think that's even better. My full name is Cole. So if you say, how's it going, Cole? Or that's a really nice shirt, Cole, you're instantly going to get my attention. And I'm probably a lot more likely to remember you. So using people's names, names are important. They're also important in terms of they're just identities. Like if you think about a therapist or personal anonymity, we try to keep people's names concealed. We try to keep basic information about them concealed. So that's how important names are. So I really would encourage everybody watching to try and use names. Learn names, use names. I think a great way to get to learn somebody's name is to introduce yourself first. Hi, I'm Cole. What's your name? So that's really all that I can think about talking about. I'd love to learn your names. So if you could like the video, or what really helps me learn your names is if you subscribe or if you leave comments. If you leave comments, it'll tell me your name. And one other thing, when you're trying to learn somebody's name, it's best to repeat it, not only to yourself, but out loud. So say you're having a conversation with a cashier, like I was having tonight. You could say, I love name tags, for one, because name tags tell you their name, and you can kind of shock the person when you use their name, like, hey James, how's it going? They'll kind of like, oh, it's kind of like a recognition, like, you know my name. Do I know you? That's a great question. And when people ask themselves, do I know you? It's because there's some familiarity being created there. So, like I was saying, a good way to really learn somebody's name is, just basically putting a face to the name. So if you go into Abercrombie and Fitch, or like this sweatshirt's an American Eagle, if I go into American Eagle and the man working behind the counter's name is James, I can say, hey James, how's it going? Hey, did you find everything all right? James, I really did. Thank you for asking. Then he'll say, okay, do you have a rewards card with us? And then we can do our transaction. I can pay for my clothes. And at the end of the transaction, when he says thank you, have a nice day, I can say, thank you so much, James. You have a good day too. So I think using just a simple name goes a long way. And this is the first time I heard about using people's names and how important it was in a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you're curious about how Dale Carnegie explains it, it's similar, I think, to how I explained it. But it's important to use, like in the book, there's somebody's name is Nicodemus, and nobody wants to call Nicodemus every time they talk to him, like, hey Nicodemus, how's it going? Kind of long name, so they call him Nick. But Dale Carnegie decides to call him Nicodemus his whole name. I don't remember the last name, but he calls him his full name. Nicodemus gets emotional, and it's not far off from what happens every time you use somebody's name. So give it a try. Introduce yourself to somebody behind the counter. Smile, eye contact, and the usage of a name works wonders. It really does. Okay. Signing off. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, my name is Cole. Cole Force here, and have a beautiful day.